Well, it should be about now that I'm live. If I am correct. Though I don't know. Oh, it looks like I'm live. And hopefully, if anybody sees this, they'll be able to tell me whether there's a sync issue. Link should be good now that I'm live. That doesn't look like a real link. What even is that? Is this? That doesn't look like a real link. Like. Okay, well that's good. Can I have a stream link, please? No. What does this lead to? Let's try it out. Well, I must say that this is not working. Oh wait, hold on. Nope, don't know what that is. Well, at least I'm live. Hopefully everything is working. Hey, some people are here. Finally. Is this synchronized well? That is the big question. And let's just head in. I can't even remember which cars I'm doing today. El Doge Tucker. Hey, Phil, you okay? Also, looking dapper, my guy. Thank you. And I am not John, fastest click in the West. Hi. Can I send you mine on Discord? Yeah, there's a whole section on my Discord for your cars, which is car files for testing, no spam. This is the area where you put in your cars. Now, let's quickly do a bit of a check of the cars we've got today. So, where is show? Here we go, showroom. We can bring that up now. Damn, I'm really early this time around. Yes, it is good, sir. Good, okay. Because I'm running this through my big camera into a input device because, for some reason, I can't seem to find my webcam anywhere. But then that came with a huge delay, so I had to finagle up a delay on the microphone to make it join. G'day, Ian Mullings? Okay, and Low... I still struggle with your name. Low Hostage. Is that what it is? We'll guess. Early Bird Gang. Yeah, you guys are here really early. Car time. Roast 'em, braise 'em, cook 'em good. Now I can only think of the Hobbit song, the something, chuck 'em in a stew. I think it was a remix or something. Okay. Which car are we going for first today? We first have the Sam D. Let's bring that up. Okay. Now, before we go too far, this particular car, I happened to notice when I was exporting it from automation, had smaller brakes, but lots of pistons. So, as you can see, the weight isn't particularly high. 2, 6, 12... About 1,300 kilos, so it's moderate weight. Lol, you got it? Okay. Oh, the name. Yes, it's pronounced Low Hostage. Okay, good. Alright, so... I wonder if here... You'll see how many pistons it has. I think it's got like a... 2 pistons on the rear, and then I think it's got 4 on the front. Or is it just 3? Okay, maybe it's just 3 on the front. But yeah, this thing is going to cook its brakes super quickly, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point in time. All right, let's bring up the next one. The next one is the Betrone Batmobile. Okay, just... Wait, is the Betrone not here? There it is. What did I do wrong? I'm not sure what I did wrong. Might be late appearing for a comment considering I may be on the other side of the world. But also, the microphone is fuzzing. But I'm trying out the tire thing in the Okay. Is everyone else having... Sorry. A problem with my microphone? Looks like a Fox body. Is it a Fox body? Well, this one is more of a Corvette body. This one, I mean, it's a four-door, so I wouldn't really say that it looks like a Fox body Mustang. But then again, we never got the Fox body here in Australia, so I don't know if the Fox body is only Mustang. But I only hear it in reference to Mustangs. So, we've got two cars here. We've also got this Batmobile-looking vehicle. Let's, Oh, wait, hold on. The crash window texture is fixed. That used to be broken for the longest time. That's awesome. I sorted it out midway through the comment. Oh, it sorted itself out. Okay, then. The mic was being fuzzy before, but it's good now. Oh, Jesus. Your mic fuzzed a little. It stepped now? I'm going to assume autocorrect. The first car looks like a Saab. Yeah, it does kind of. On the front, at least. The back end doesn't really look Saabish. I think. From the front and Fox body from the side. From the side? Does it look like a Fox body? I think it was a little bit more slanted than that, and a little bit more squarish on the angles. Someone has a Saab at my church. Bruh. Saabish new country? Is that a model of car or something that I don't know? Anyway, let's bring up the next one. The next one is the Linka Raptor. Raptor. There we go. And this one is a supercar by the looks of it. I will have a look at the comments in a minute. We're just loading them all in whilst we wait for people to come and join. Okay, so this one, I should probably start naming who these people are from. This is from Welcome to Reality from my Discord. A name and a sentence all in one. You know how some people have like 2 first names or 3 first names? This person's got a sentence as a name. Okay, what have they got to say about this one in particularly? So beautiful and drifty. Oh dear. This one's going to be tricky, and I don't want to get the setup going for that. And no extra comments on that. The second car looks like a Fiero, but it's had a botched car conversion. You're right! We didn't get the Fiero here in Australia, but I do vaguely know it from that one guy that got really popular doing his, like, Fiero restoration job. Next car, the Cougar JK. Why is it not searching for it? Did the JK not export? Let's have a look. Mods. Oh, wait, hold on. Downloads. Cougar JK, there it is. Alright, we got it. Good. I'm probably gonna have to reinitiate it or something. It's loading something up. Okay, good. Wait, hold on. Something happened. We'll give it a second. Third car looks pretty cool. The color is nice. It's got quite a European design. Well, we'll go more into it as we look at them individually. I just want to have them all ready and lined up so I can have a look at them. Mercury. Isn't that like an offshoot of Ford or something? Once again, not a thing we got here in Australia. So this one's a British car. They said that this one is covered in house paint and lots of chrome. And I'm assuming that that's because the British car company industry around that sort of era was a whole lot of whatever we've got on hand. So that's what they were going for there, I believe. Then the last one is whatever that is. There we go. I've got 2 of them. Wait, the rally version is working now? Ah. I might have to try that out at some point. That was not working for the longest time. Wait, no, hold on. No, sorry, it does work. It just crashes the game whenever I try to load it. Okay, so yeah, no, we won't do that one. Fieras and Civics were prime suspects for fiberglass car conversion kits. We didn't really get the Civics having conversion kits here in Australia. We had, Toyota Sleekers were a fashionable one. You know, the RA70s versions. Oh, this one's clipped into the white, but we can move it over, I suppose. Oh, no. Something is scraping. By the way, guys, you can send me zip files as long as they're like a Google Drive or something. Something where I don't have to sign up for some sort of jank. But here are the 5 cars that we are reviewing this particular week. Knowledgeable about Ad Nova... What? The Ad Nova series. Which I've learned from a wonderful encyclopedia of cars, which they happened to produce a bit before selling the rights to the name. Steering picked it... What? I'm confused. Hi again, Seth Summer. How's it going? I've not said hello to everybody yet. We're still trying to catch up to what we're doing. You know, now is a good time to tell you guys about the Nova kit cars. Considering it's a stream and all, but I'll post info about it on the Discord sometime in the future. The first I've won... What? I'm so confused by what you're trying to say. I like how the old car looks by so far. It looks like, because that body is basically an Austin Healey body. And I know that because I've done a lot of work on an Austin Healey. Because my brother had an Austin Healey and I did a fair chunk of work on it for him. So, it's straight, every time I look at it, I go, oh, that's the Austin Healey body. And you can see there that it's exactly the Austin Healey body. The blue one on the right looks like something out of GTA. Yeah, I suppose it does. You're right. GTA cars have like an odd proportion. And that one does look like it has an odd proportion. So, I would kind of agree. Headlights don't look right either, unfortunately. But yeah, so these are our cars. I happen to notice a lot about this one. It has an extensive interior, and it looks like there's a lighting glitch. So if we just tab up... Sorry. Tab over to this one. Hit Q on that. There you go, yeah. So there seems to be some sort of lighting inside. Which I suppose interior lights are a real thing. So I suppose. The craziest one... Yeah, it is pretty crazy looking. Angular as heck and super modern looking. Up and still stream produced them... What? Okay. I've given up on reading your thing because it's like a conversation that's not making grammatical sense. I just realized that your suspension car is almost perfect copy of a Grand National GNX. Oh, the one where I say like suspension all over your face in the title? Yeah. I think that was kind of what I was going for, wasn't I? I don't know, that video was a while ago now. But anyway, so yes, we have the family car. Let's have a look at that one. That one is a homologation series, IMSA GTO, 5-cylinder turbo, 295 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and a 5-speed manual. And it is $52,800 from 1991. So it is quite an affordable car, really, because they don't have inflation in the game, so you can just equivalently say that that's what it is. But those prices are based on 2012, which means after inflation, it's probably gone up, like, say, $10,000 or something. It's been a while. Actually, 2012 was 9 years ago. Oh my god. All right, let's have a look at inflation. Let's just get an idea of inflation. I know how to spell, I swear. Basket of goods and services. Okay, then. What are we looking for here? 52,800. 52,800. in 2012 would in calendar year 2021 calculate? Okay, it has to be to 2020. Calculate. So that's about $8,000 extra on top. So we're looking at a $60,000 car today, which is still a fairly decent bargain. But then again, that's US dollars, so this is Corvette money. Yeah, I get it. The front does look a bit like a Saab. What I do... Oh, what the... I'm not sure what just happened. I accidentally put my hand on the keyboard. Oh, I've gone into free cam mode. That was sweet. Okay. It's never done that before. Oh, look at that. That's a great little detail. They've done that one quite well. Not perfectly, as you can see, but pretty good. It's a rip-off of Saab? Yeah, fairly, but not 100%. One of the things you'll notice is I don't think this is a front-wheel drive. Yeah, as you can see, it's a north-south engine with independent rear suspension, so it's not a Saab. That was pretty cool. The camera angle, yeah, that's pretty decent. It's all-wheel drive. What is IMSA GTO? IMSA GT Championship. Okay, I wouldn't say that that car is a homologation of something that looks like this. These cars are a bit really freaking funky. I like them. I like them a lot. Hey, that rhymed. What? Anyway, let's have a look through. Totally not a copy of whatever this Toyota is. That looks funky. I like it. Ooh. I might do a copy of that one day. And that's basically it. So, they reckon that it's a homologation kind of like this. But I don't know. Hold on. Do we have like limitations? RWD. Wheel drive. And the car was converted to rear-wheel drive. Successful driver. Okay, so you can have an all-wheel drive series in this. Is there a GTO era? Nope. Okay, I don't understand this. It's all hog swallow to me. Oh, hog swallow? I don't remember the term exactly, if I'm being honest. You have a Toyota Supra. I was this close to buying one. It was about $5,000 about 4 years ago. I was so close to buying it, and I was like, but it's automatic. And now their prices have exploded here in Australia. So in America, Supras are super expensive. Way overpriced for what they are, because they are not a good car. Let me get that out there. They look great for their era. They handle decently. And the power is not insignificant. But are they a good car by today's standards? No, they are not. And because they're so old and everything's kind of gotten a little bit of give in it, they rattle and squeak a lot. So getting rid of all of that as well is hard work. But I love them. I do really love them, as I almost bought one. You have something in your eye and can't sleep. Phil, it's 2 a.m. Why are you awake? Because this weekend I have to stay up until 4:30 to do a collaboration. Now, I wouldn't stay awake for a collaboration if it was just any old collaboration. Anyway, I have a ghost car, aka none. Okay, good for you. I have a manual Volvo Oh, I love the C30. Oh my god, I want a C30, but they are so expensive. Let me show you a C30 here in Australia. So we'll go to Gumtree. We'll have a look at Volvo C30. Okay, get rid of Salisbury North. I don't know why it keeps zeroing me to there. I should select manual transmission to manual type. There's one, and it's diesel for $12,900. I don't know what it is, but Americans don't like manuals. But manual Volvos they do like. But here in Australia, we don't really get manual Volvos. They're all automatics. I don't understand why. It's so confusing. I'll get a 4th gen Camaro over a Supra. Never got Camaros, never got Corvettes here in Australia, so I don't know much about them. Wait, what time is it in SEA or where I am? It's 2:10 a.m. In the UC. Oh, over in the UC, it's 5:10 p.m. In Frankie, it's 18:40, 6:40 p.m. Yes, I know it's France. I just wanted to be a smartass. I'm American and I want a manual for my first car, but my mum won't let you. Because they're hoon cars, maybe? I don't know. That one's just a weird one. If you don't know how to drive a manual, you probably need somebody that's driven a manual to teach you. So that may be a factor in their decision. In Spain, it's 1840. 640. Okay, that's the same as France. Phil, live streaming? What? Yeah, you'll just have to put up with a cough every now and again. I'm sorry, guys. Or just a manual car in general? Sure. Subarus are very common and not very special here in Australia. Like all Subarus, they're very common here in Australia. Think of it, anything Japanese, very common in Australia because we're both right-hand drive. So, yeah. Like, oh, in 2004, I had the option to buy an R33 manual rear-wheel drive, naturally aspirated though, R33 Skyline for $8,000, and I turned it down. Because Skylines are not very expensive here. Well, at least they weren't up until Corona. So, let's have a look at Skyline. And we're going to try to skip the fake ones. So, here's a crashed one. Free. Nope. Okay, then. Good for you, bro. Let's go to offer type, offering. Okay, that knocks down 11 of them. So, we got R31s for $7,500. But we're not going for R31s. We're looking for the ones that everybody else knows. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So this is double the price it should be. But this is $18,500. Okay, well, do you know how to take pictures, people? Come on. What's going on? Can I send a link to Toyota Supra? Nah, it's fine. Oh. If it's a .car, that's sure. Drop it in the thing. I just bought a BMW M2 on... I'm not much of a BMW fan, if I'm honest. I would have one to drive one, probably on a track. But BMWs don't really interest me because I'm really frustrated with their bad quality. So here's an R34 manual coupe. It's just the regular GT. For $27,500. So this is about twice as much as what it was about a year and a half ago. But you can see how cheap these Japanese cars are here in Australia, because we have right-hand drive. But let's have a look at... I don't remember what I was going to have a look at. Greetings, Revhang. Hey, Revhang, how's it going? Okay, I have to go. Am sad. Okay, see you later, Cheeky125. Oh, yep. How's it going? Jumbo Jacob. I'm going to start going through and saying hello to everybody. Hello, Hector Martin. Hello, Cascade Freak. Hello, Revhang, as I've said hello already. Adam Rosso. Hello. That's everyone on the list. And Ed Dragon is here. Ed, you listen here, bucko. Don't be calling me that. Don't know why, but don't be calling me that. All right. Somebody sent me a direct message. Why have they done that? Okay, guys, if you want to send a car, it is entirely fine. We have the car files for testing, no spam. Please put them there. Please don't direct message them to me, because when I get through the list, I'm going to be skipping everyone that I don't see on the list. So they have to be on the list for me to see them. Also, notifications annoy me. Sorry, but I hate them. I have to check all of them. And if I see it and then it's like something that could have gone here or whatever, then it irks me and I skip it. Fun fact, the only Kia with a V8 is the K900. It's rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive with four... I know about that one. That one is available here in Australia. I even built Among Us car. Don't worry, I stay here in case. The Among Us car. That's interesting. I may have plans for that one day. Maybe not your car exactly, but I have Among Us maybe with automation and BeamNG. Anyway, let's move on. Hello, Christian Lee. I'm just going to call you Christian Lee. Hello there, I am and I don't... What? Hello, here I am, and I don't want... And I don't will... Let me start that again. Hello, here I am, and I don't will ask you again if you will bring the Yamaha... Oh, the Yamaha? That thing? Maybe one day. That is down on the list, unfortunately. Not really particularly high up. Like any good mods that I would need... What? You asking if there's any mods you would want, Jumbo Jacob? I actually have a list. Automation. Oh, okay, that was weird. Workshop. Browse. Collections. And my collection is right here. So I will be changing the name and the picture to it, don't worry. But there's my collection. That's all of the ones that I have. Right there. So... if you want to know what I have, that's what I use. And if you want me to download your car as a .car file, there. But automation is going to be updating soon, which is going to outdate a lot of mods. So for the time being, if you wanted to be future-proof, I would suggest exporting it as a zip file, uploading it to Google Drive, and then dropping the Google Drive link in the Discord. Or if you roll and call. Wait, what? Anyway, no commands. I have not set that up. My mom had the only other V8 Korean car. Huh. Sanyong. Okay. Oh, can I have your Discord link? It should be in the description, is it not? Should be there. Give me a sec. It's not in my description. Let me just get a link here. Invite people. Edit invite link. Expire after never. Maximum number of users. No limit. Generate new link. Copy. Paste as plain text. Save. Okay. Should be in the description now, but other people can invite him. That's fine. I mean, I'm not old enough to get a driver's license, but yeah. He has joined. You sending out cars. Don't look too bad. I've been in one, and the quality was horrifically bad. Also, the old ones were... Okay. The old ones were horrifically ugly. So let's go to images. Okay, so the new ones aren't so bad, if I'm honest. Like, that is ugly as sin. That's... yeah, it's okay. I like to look at that one if they're going to make it into an EV. This one... its proportions are too wrong. It's too tall, not wide enough. Maybe change that aspect ratio a little bit. But then again, I don't like four-wheel drive type cars. I think they're superfluous, not necessary, wasteful to resources. I'll never like them. Sandera? The MPV is styled after the yacht was questionable. What? I don't know what you mean. Anyway, let's keep going through these cars. So we've looked at the first one. The next car in the lineup is a Batmobile. Let's have a quick look at the details of this one. So this one is the car all heroes deserve. It's $1.13 million. And it's from 1979. And all the fixtures are on here and all working properly. So you can see here they've got a fan, but they didn't really black out the inside of it. So that's a bit of a disappointment, but still pretty decent. I do like the fact that this glass shattering is working now. I remember when I first tried this glass shatter out, it didn't work at all, unfortunately. I just wish they had like, when they made this mod, there was a bit of a transparency thing behind it, so the glass would actually have a transparency hole through it. That would be fun. Batmobile. Fatmobile. What's wrong with being fat? Anyway, greetings. Walster? Is that a British insult? That's what it sounds like. Anywho, yeah. Or is that somebody's name? Oh, Jay Walster. Oh, okay. Welcome, Walster. Okay. I'd rather get a K900 rather than a... I don't know what you're talking about. Are there any front-wheel drives? Don't know yet. BeamNG plus Forza Horizon would be one of the best game ever. Yes, except not with Forza Horizon or Forza games. That would be fantastic. Automation with most games sounds like a good day. And it will be with most games if you know about. I'm doing stuff in the future. I'm proactive. I'm not really lazy. Among Us car was here. Okay. Phil, you silly bean. How dare you? I'm not a bean. Games? What? Okay. Psst. Main link of Discord. It should be in the description. The first gen Samyang Radios apparently took inspiration from a yacht. Ew. Gross, they were hideous. Look terrible? Yeah, they're all a bit weird, if I'm honest. Oh, sorry, this was Germany. Ich bin mein Pupa. No, ich bin mein Stupa. Hector Martin, why are you winking at me? Did I flirt with you? Stop it. Sent my car through Discord. Awesome. I just noticed Phil has 2 mics. One in his headset and one fluffy one near his mouth. This displeases me. This microphone right here is hot garbage. So I need a secondary microphone. The reason why I like this headset is for 2 reasons. One, it's Bluetooth. Wait, no, sorry, wireless. Actually, there's 3 reasons. 2, the sound is phenomenal. Mostly. And then the third reason is it actually splits my microphone channel... Sorry. Splits my audio into 2 channels coming in through the same speaker. So I can actually separate my game and my Discord communication channels from each other. So let me quickly show you. Give me a second. So you can see here, these 2 devices are both my headset. So fantastic. That means I can go into my OBS here, and you can see here that I've got my desktop and desktop audio too. So then that way I could separate them when I'm doing editing. If like the people I've got in my edit are a little bit quieter, say perhaps, I can bring them up independent of the game. So this headset is fan-freaking-tastic. It's just the microphone is shite, so I have to use this like wired one. And occasionally I'll just go, ha ha! Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Microphone man. He needs 3 mics. I'm a bit late to the party, but it looks like I only missed a preamble. There is no such thing, Ryan. Everything is perfection with me. Anyway, moving on. Also, your mic is popping now. I don't know why. You might have bumped it. I might have. Everyone deaf now? Okay. What's the theme surrounding the viewer cars? And we have to send a .car or zip? Either. I would prefer if you sent a zip, but you can send a .car and I can export it myself. But if it's missing fixtures, that's your fault, not mine. Okay, so this is the Batmobile. And this car is extremely expensive. Now, I did do one thing. This car had extreme, really extreme terminal oversteer. Because it was rear engine and they had like the wheel differences like as if it was a front engine car. It was horrific. So I did modify their car a little bit before I got it so that I wasn't having to deal with that. So let me, so that's what it looks like. You got big fat chunky tires there and then you got fairly narrow tires here on the front. Let me show you. I have a picture of the thing originally. Yes, I'm watching Friends. Ignore that. This is what we're looking at. So that was the oversteer graph for this car originally. And the aerodynamics area didn't look any better. Like, it was just as bad, if not worse. So, I wasn't going to leave it like that, and I dropped the tire size down. So, if anybody's ever made a rear-engine car and made it work properly, you'll know that having near-identical front and rear tires is going to net you a bad time. So, I modified it a little bit. I'm sorry. Hold on. Who made it? Chief. Are you here, Chief? I think I saw Chief here before. Anyway, see your Among Us car stuff on Discord? What? I'm confused. Anyway, something got deleted. Your cooperation with other YouTubers gives me great pleasures. Yes, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of no shame to keep bugging these YouTubers to come join us. I think, like, Shiny Odd who joined us, I think I probably sent him in the vicinity of 10 emails with other YouTubers asking him as well. He finally gave in. So this wasn't just me spamming his email. Don't spam people's emails, because they will just get sent straight to junk mail, which has happened to me. And then other YouTubers, like, so generally we do a 2-pronged attack, so I have to work with bigger YouTubers to do that. I don't know which cars are front-wheel drive, just wait and see. What are we talking about here? Why are you so up about front-wheel drive cars? No! Probably nothing is... Okay, let me go through quickly. Front-wheel drive. No. Okay, this one, not front-wheel drive. This one, not front-wheel drive. And this one I would be surprised. So we've got front drive and we've got rear drive. So all-wheel drive. Okay, there you go. No front-wheel drives. Leave me alone. This pleases us greatly. Good to hear. Sus. Are you talking about that Mui or whatever his name is, his stream, where he talked about cars being sus? In fact, I don't actually think I've ever invited him to one of our things. He did actually do recently a stream on automation, so I should probably ask him to join. And he did it on... though everyone's probably already seen it. He did it on Pikes Peak, which is kind of like... I'm not going to say it's only my thing, but it's kind of the thing which I tried to make myself known for. So, if he sees a lot of automation BeamNG stuff, it's probably come across him at some point. And there was a lot of like details in there which I've discussed personally a lot of the time when making cars. So I get the feeling he knows I exist. So maybe I should send him an invite to the big group collaboration. Climb the PP. What, get on top of the PP, mount the PP? Is that what you want me to do? Okay then. Hey, Venz is here. Hold on, do you download my car today? If you don't see it in one of these 5, then no, not today. I go through everything in order. I don't skip cars. Unless the cars are... not named properly. If they just like model something or other, trim something or other, I will skip those cars. Or if you're right there that you specifically don't want me to check them, then I'll skip them. Or if it's just a slightly revised one, of a car that wasn't really needing a revision anyway, I'll also skip that. So then we can get through them faster, because I'm getting them quicker than what I can go through them currently. So, I mean, I thought about doing 2 reviews in a week. Maybe. Yeah, I have a bum chin. I love it. Okay. Lol, who stole your Pikes Peak thing? I just got here. Mew? I'm going to stop talking, and I'm just going to go to Goggle. No, Utub. Is that the name of the guy? Yeah, that guy. So he, Stream Chat builds an unconventional hill climb car, automation BeamNG. So yeah, he did a thing. Ah, people are still sending me direct messages. Hold on, give me a second. Ed, why are you sending me? Okay, cool. Why am I getting a message from some guy called Nightwolf that I don't know? Anyway. Next car, moving on. We got the purple one here. So, this car is a little bit more basic in its design, though I still think it looks fairly good. It's just the front looks like a whale. Yes? No. Maybe. I don't know why. Oh, God. It just reminds me of an orca. Let me bring up a picture of an orca and see if you can think of what I'm looking at. Is that how you spell it? Yeah. So you've got like the windshield here and then like the big round nose that slopes around underneath. Yeah! It looks like an orca! Except maybe like the head part is kind of like that bulge there. Looks pretty nice. Why is it so flashy? I haven't taken off my clothes once. How dare you? Limo, Nightwolf. Okay? Why was I getting messages? Anyway, let's move on. Let's have a look at the rest of the car. So the back end. Those taillights do fit quite nicely. How'd they get them to fit? Maybe it's because they don't fit. Wait. They've trimmed it a little bit somehow. So they've done something. Are these custom lights? I think that's a custom light setup. So that's actually pretty decent. They've done a pretty good job to make that work well. Then on the rear here, we've got a fairly open mesh, no downforce. The exhaust looks actually proper. That's a proper good old exhaust. Then up the front here, we have a twin-turbo V6 quad cam with a performance or race intake. I'm going to say probably performance. Nightwolf. I was the one asking about submissions. You could just do that in the regular Discord. Custom-made lights? I think so. Damn, the homie Nightwolf got disrespected. What? You don't need to send me direct messages. You can ask on Discord. Because if I'm not able to answer because I'm doing something, then other people can do it. And if I'm streaming, I don't particularly want to get messages unless it's somebody telling me that my microphone has stopped working. Then you can send me messages. It's just, I'm trying to focus on this, and if I look over to the left, and I see that I've got 4 more notifications, it's going to irk me. I can't not look at them. I may just go, I don't need to see that. I need to look at them. Wait, how do I have 4 notifications? I have 1. Weird. General chat. Ooh. I know that car. That's a Clockwork Orange car. Yeah. Really, really weird movie. But cool car. Okay, so who's done this? I haven't gotten to see the episode yet, but now I have done watching. Okay, good. My mic is muted? Oh, screw you. All right, let's go back to this. Okay, so here. Oh, okay. Let's have a look at the price of said car. I believe it's this one. This one is done by Welcome to Reality. And this one is $63,200. So beautiful and drifty. So, I'm guessing that this one is going to be a little bit of a nightmare. Does it have radials or crossplies? Those look like radials, not crossplies. So, then on to my new secret, which I'm developing for drifting. Yeah. Oh yeah, Discord be doing that sometimes, false notifications. Yeah, I've been getting a lot recently. Is that McLaren Artua? I don't know what that is. Hold on, let me have a look. Copy. Let's have a look-see. No, it is not that. Okay, I want to also say something here. It may be unpopular, but this McLaren company, not the McLaren from the 90s, but the company that makes these McLarens now, have never made a good-looking car. Anyway, back to BeamNG. Let's have a look at the next car on the list. Please give me control of my camera. And this one is, by the looks of it, a straight 6. Very, very British. And it's on chassis rails. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so good. That's fantastic. And we've got a single exhaust coming out. Chuffing smoke. Very... Actually, you know what? Do they chuff smoke? I don't think they do. I think you could tune it to chuff smoke. But I don't think a lot of them did. No car is a nightmare when you press 1% throttle. I beg to differ. I did make that one go-kart that apparently somebody fixed. It was a V16 and it was basically the engine was the seat. That one was a nightmare because the wheels would fall off the moment it started. Anyway, let's go back to the car here. So we've got rear-wheel drive. We've got a single carburetor. Oh, that's a big oof. But then we've got a single overhead cam. Interesting. Into 4 valves per cylinder. That's hefty, bro. You've gone quite a ways out of your ways here. So let's have a look at the price of this thing. So the price of this car. Second to last one. This is the Cougar. This one is from... Sorry about that. 1964. And it is $20,400. Very cheap. And it's got 100 horsepower. Simpler time with everything was covered in house paint and trimmed with chrome. Is their statement on that one. I'd be scared of the monster who puts crossplies on a modern car, even a drift car. Okay, so, in my researches of F1 cars, yes, I am continuing that series. It just takes a while for me to get the motivation to, 1, do the research, and 2, to make the 3D model of the car, and then to make it work with automation, which is usually a nightmare. But, hold on, what was I talking about? Crossply tires. Hold on, my brain is not working. 80s is when they started to get radials. And the reason why they didn't all want to switch over to radials immediately, even though they offered better traction, is they felt that it was less safe. Because radials will go up to a certain traction, as you can see in modern Formula 1 cars. The moment they start to lose traction, they have like a millisecond to react until the thing is spinning around, basically. You can sometimes catch it, but you'll just see the car going around the corner and then poof, spins around. And that's what they didn't like about them. They really didn't like that. So they were saying that, like, the instant drop of traction was too dangerous and we're not going to switch. And besides, it's not that much faster. It turns out it was quite a bit faster and more reliable. Wait, no, I don't know if it was more reliable. Don't quote me on that. But then, when they were describing it, is the roll-off of traction on a crossply is a lot smoother. So if you want a smoother rolling to drift setup, go with a wide crossply. Maybe. Whoa, very unpopular opinion talking about the McLarens? Yes, I know. I don't like them. They're all ugly as sin. Like, let me go back there. Have a look at that. That is a fish. See this right here? That looks like a fish. These weird eyes, really weird. And then the sides, sides are okay. Then the rear, it's so undefined. It just kind of goes around. It's just good. Anyway, back to the cars. Last, but definitely least. I mean, not least. We're going to have a look at this one. This one is the Roosevelt MRT MR4 600. That one's not a mouthful at all. And totally a McLaren name. Sorry, Sol Apollo. Sol Apollo? Sorry. Anyway, this is a 2020 car. That's a big price tag. That's 2.69. That's the funny number. $1 million. And this is a modern supercar with moderate supercar performance. At $2.69 million, you'd expect it to have more than moderate supercar performance. Anyway, let's have a look at this car. McLaren V6 is the Artura. Good, okay. It's a sexy fish. It's just weird. McLaren made Mustang for some reason. Made a Mustang. You know that the name McLaren is the name of a race car and has been used by many different companies in many different ways. It was also used by Mercedes. It was used by BMW. It was used by Pontiac? But with like an offshoot of the McLaren company? Who else used it? I can't remember. But yeah, it's just a brand. It's a name that they're using. Very Irish name. 675 LT do be looking good though, in no way whatsoever. I like McLaren's swoopiness. It's better than Lamborghini's edginess. I like the Diablo, and I respect the Murcielago and the Gallardo and all those sorts of things, but they don't look wild. Some of them do, and I like them. But Lamborghinis, I think of like big, bold shapes, not just kind of like a good shape that looks pleasing to the eye. I want to look at it and go like, I don't know why, but I need that car. Ha! But then again, I've only ever seen a Gallardo in real life, and that thing was pretty staunch. McLaren Pontiac, yep. But I don't know who that was in collaboration with. McLaren has been used so many different times. Lamborghini has a childish look. That's what I like. I prefer the sharp lines of Lambos. They're more aggressive and unique when everything else is so curvy. I will agree that I think that probably the McLaren is the better driver's car. Because they're lighter, they use like a V8 twin turbo, like very lightweight. Probably the much better driver's car. I'd probably enjoy driving a McLaren a lot more than a Lamborghini. But I'd much rather look at a Lamborghini than a McLaren. Make sense? Good. The Murray T50 looks god-awful. Not a fan of the rear, but it looks that way for performance? Sure. You know that the old McLaren from the mid-90s was also a fan car and didn't look ugly as shit? Some older Lambos? I'm assuming you meant to write love in there. The modern Lamborghini, the Chevys are very edgy. Lamborghini, since they got bought out by Audi, has generally had very toned down V10 cars and wacky aggressive V12 cars. I don't know, never driven either McLaren or Lambo. Neither have I. I have been in an old Aston Martin though, from like the 80s or something. Like the very square one, but not really 100% edgy square. I can never remember the name of it, but I was in it as a kid, and it was on like a track day show thing. I might have been in Canada at the time. Don't really remember. My memory of that, anything before yesterday, is pretty fuzzy. But I like the look of Lamborghini. I've never... Lamborghini is sharp, but Porsche is smooth. I never used to like Porsche because they seem like the lazy man supercar. They're like, hey, I want a supercar. Which one handles good? And somebody says, I don't know, Porsche's cheap. And then they go with Porsche. Or something along that sort of lines of they go like, I hear Porsches handle good, so let's buy Porsche. Like, no real thought goes into buying a Porsche. It's just kind of like it's a good car, so let's buy it. Kind of like a Hyundai. It's the Hyundai of supercars, because it's also reliable. Kind of. But compared to supercars, very. Porsche's melted cheese, I agree. Most interesting car I've sat in was a 69... Capri GT V6. Let's have a look at that. Search Google for that. Bring it over here. Images. That looks like a Ford... Yeah, Ford Capri. We kind of got them here in Australia, but not really. Who... That was also under somebody else's name, but I can't remember who. I don't know what a 71... whatever that thing is. Hey! That's, Lamborghini Moira. Except it looks like a kit car of the Lamborghini Moira. Fairly decent looking car. Lamborghini is a knife. If I get a Porsche, I'll get a Boxer. So, yeah, as I was saying, like, the old thought pattern for Porsches for me was they're kind of boring. But now that I've made rear-wheel drives and I learned what the advantage of a rear-wheel drive is, which is the fact that you can brake super late, which is really good if you're not a good driver because you're probably going to be accidentally braking a little too late. And then you'll be able to pull up and turn kind of nicely. As long as you don't like do sudden movements and then whip that tail around. Dad didn't do the hose up properly, and I almost burned real... What? Also, wait, some Capri also pissed Colin on me? Dad didn't do up the hose properly, and I almost burned real... I have no idea what you're talking about. The Camaro ZL1 banned in Europe for being too sharp. Yes, the canards on them were. US never got the Capri too edgy until the 80s. Yeah, Australia got a lot of European and Japanese cars, smaller, stuff like that. In my town, there's an old man who's been driving a Mercedes 190E since new. Sweet. Don't like Mercedes either, especially since they're like drop in quality, and you've had a few family friends or like friends of the family that have had Mercedes, and just the quality is atrocious, and they end up spending the price of the car in repairs as they get into the sunken cost fallacy of those shit boxes. And it's gorgeous? Sure, I mean, okay. I never thought that any Mercedes looked particularly great. When did you test my automation car? I don't know. How did you get a Goodwood hill climb map? Haven't. I'm trying to make it work, but BeamNG crashes every single time I try to import a height map now. That's fantastic! So it's just a placeholder for now until magic happens. I'm going to wait for the next update to BeamNG, and then I'll try it again to see if that's maybe like giving a little bit of a nudge out of the crashy zone. It looks like Mercs look in general. Lamo, yeah, as a Merc owner, I agree. I like my Volvo. I love my Volvos. And I will soon be working on my Volvo 360. Which Americans never got. Suck it! I basically have that car. And if we go by Jeremy Clarkson, they don't handle well. So we may have to do something about that. But it has independent rear suspension with leaf springs. That's a thing. It's called Dedeon tube. It is so weird. It's also a transaxle. So this thing is basically a Corvette. Anyway, back to the comments. Phil, look up the modern Pontiac Trans Am. No, I'm good. Volvo is good. European Dodge Omni. Okay. Let's go back to the cars. So, this one is a multi-million-dollar car. Give me control of my mouse, please. I feel as if there should have been some sort of scoop or something on here on the hood. Cool-looking headlights. What is happening here? It's so dark I can't actually see anything. I can see that there's a shape in there, but I can't really tell what it is. Those wheels look funky. I like them. And I see that you went shiny wheels and didn't go shiny body, so then you made a decision. Do I have chrome wheels or flat wheels, or do I have a flat body? And you decided to have a flat body so you could have shiny wheels. That was your choice. Because otherwise one of them comes out chrome and it was probably the body and you're like, whatever. Also, yeah, automation car. The stream is about automation cars. Let's do those. It's always a good distraction after I say something that probably offends a majority of my fan base. Woo! Yeah! Let's have a look at this car. Oh, hey, look at that. It's like a McLaren 3-seater. And it's got the switches there. It's got a BMW looking sort of dial there, except it's like elongated. Probably they needed to scale it up or something. Got in here twin dash dials. Ooh. It's kind of sexy. I like that. That is a good look. This is a really good dash. Have I said that? Let me say it again. This is a really good... It's got 2 mirrors? Wait, does the McLaren have 2 mirrors? Weird. Anyway, that's cool. I like that. They actually got them to fit in there quite nicely and still have room on the sides. This car is not fitting down anything that might be considered less than a freeway and using 2 lanes. Oh dear. So the reason why the McLaren of old used to be able to do that is because the side intrusion was not this chonkers. So yeah, either those like meant to be sitting the sort of people that Lotus think are getting into their cars, or this is super duper wide. McLaren 3-seater, but it has a bench seat. Ugh. Gross. Oh my god, could you imagine a supercar with a bench seat? That's the worst thing in the world. Anyway, let's have a look here at the exhaust. That is chunky looking. What are we... Okay, so there's a bit of a weird setup with the muffler, and this rear diffuser is a bit weird too. But in here we have... What's that, a V8? V10! No, 8, yep. I was right the first time around. And we have a performance, not race... What the hell? What happened to the intake manifold? That's weird. Make it happen? Hell no to H2O. Somebody else can do it, and then make me review it, and I'll give them, like, mark down for that. They'll get a 0 out of 10. So, on this side, we've got a fuel filler cap thingy, and this side, we've just got a blank. Also a fuel filler. Okay, I suppose. And then on the top, we've got a air intake. I would have liked to have seen that air intake come from much further up here, as we just start to get the separation as the air goes over the roof. You want to catch it before it completely separates. Here, you're probably getting next to no air into that intake, unfortunately. So it's not particularly fan-diddly-tastic. Offended everyone. That's the hope. Every supercar needs a bench seat, you know, for the family. Magpie, seek help. One for fuel, one is for oil. It's common in supercars, I believe. If it has a lot of hydraulics, I could see that. I don't know, I've never owned a supercar. You know, apart from a Volvo. Anyway, let's move on. We're going to try out the Saab one. So this is the IMSA car, or is it just pronounced IMSA? Which sounds less interesting than IMSA. Let's go have a try on a racetrack. What racetrack should we do, though? Let's go free roam. So yeah, this is a blank map. There's actually nothing here. Let's do Hirochi. We don't do that very often. Let's go Starline. One is for lube. Oh no. Wait, what? What's oh no? Also, welcome Magpie. And welcome ZX007. That irritates me. You've got Z and then followed by a D. So it's like ZDex007. Trying to frustrate people that are trying to read your name. Is that what you're doing, son? I think you're talking about the Wankel powered one. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what we're referencing here. My brain is potato mash. All right, let's go back. We're going to go there. Oh, Sam D. There we go. Good. All right, let's try out this car. Wankel power. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm asking. Like, Wankel power. What? Anyway. It's slow. Very slow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you know what? That's some good handling. That's pretty nice. Good. You know what? Oh, okay. I got a bit of frame lag there. That was irritating. So, it's not the fastest car in the world. I would say it's probably one of the slowest. No, I'm joking. It's not the slowest. But it is pretty good at handling. So the thing has a lot of fake downforce on the front and a lot of fake downforce on the... No, turn right, turn right, turn right. Thank you. And a lot of fake downforce on the rear, but it has one rear downforce wing. So that all together is coming together to make this thing handle quite well. And it has ABS, good. Let's bring it to a stop and let's see if this thing has traction control. Full speed drop, no traction control. Okay, so this thing does not have traction control, just the other one. Why are we talking about the 787B? They burn all... Oh! Is that what you're talking about? You need an oil inlet for your oil mileage on your 787Bs. After lunch, I'll probably leave and play Starbound. I know Starbound, but it's been a while, so I don't remember what it is exactly. Did it have green indicators? This car? Not by the looks of it. Let's finish off a lap anyway. This is actually getting around the lap really fast as well, I must say. Its brakes are pretty good. The vehicle itself is not particularly light. I think what we estimated it out to be about 1,300 kilos. A little bit of understeer there on tighter corners, but your fast-moving corners, this thing's pretty good. Okay, I probably shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. Oh, you know what? Very controllable, and we got a little bit of frame lag there, and that stuffed up my turn in. But I was probably going too fast anyway. But I probably would have been able to pull it up because this car brakes really nicely. And you can, like, mid-corner brake. There's some sort of weird triangles on the back. I don't know what that's about. But, yeah, like, braking mid-corner for readjustment if you needed to. This car's pretty good. Oh, God. Why am I getting so many frame drops? What is happening? Am I getting frame drops in my stream? Are you guys seeing this okay? Oh, don't start a war. So, here's my opinion on Starbound versus Terraria. No. Anyway, let's move on. I like this car. It kind of makes me want to take this into the simulator rig. But I've got my desk in standing position right now, and then I'd have to take it all the way down. I'd have to move the monitor. I'd have to move the camera. I'd have to, restart the game because a lot of the time the controls have to be from a fresh start of the game. So I'm not going to do that, unfortunately. But this car is pretty fun. I actually really like it. See, you may not realize it from what I make sometimes, but I like the moderately speedy cars. The ones which are the sort of cars we could own. And this is a good car. I like it quite a lot. Okay. Yeah, no. Left. Alright, so. Good at high speed. Good at high speed cornering. I mean, it's not a high speed car. It's okay at mid-corner speed corners. But at slow speed corners, kill it. Something chronic. So next time we get up to a slow speed corner, you'll see the understeer quite badly. Give me a second as I go around that. I only see the game frame dropping. The stream is lagging for anyone else? Oh, okay, so the stream is lagging for you guys. Give me a second. Pull up here to a stop. You know, I could have just hit pause. Frame drops 0%. So, no lags. Oh, okay, so no lags for you. Moderate speed cars are good. I do. I don't like making speed demons. I mean, I like making speed demons. I like pushing the envelope, figuring out new things with less. That sort of thing. I will be redoing my, like, automation test track lap record time thing. Ah, I see you're a man of culture as well. What's that a reference from? It's a reference from something. I just don't remember what it is. It's not lagging for you, no lag for you. Handling is more important than speed, in my opinion, but mainly depends on the type of car. I suppose, if you're going for a muscle car, handling does not matter. Anyway, let's rewind a little bit. Nope, that was the wrong button. What the frick is that? Is this a unicorn? How do I bring up wireframe? Beam visualization. Simple. Oh, it's the aerial that's doing that. It's a unicorn! Alright, let's just get this thing up to speed. And we're going to take it around the tighter of the corners up here. So you'll see what it is I'm talking about. So, coming around here. Oh, okay. And then trying to get it slowed down and turn here. Understeers quite badly. I'm getting a lot of frame lag. And then we're going to try to induce it here as well. Slow down for that corner. Understeer a lot. Get it slowed down for that. Oh, yeah, okay. If you just go slower into the corner, slower than what you'd like. I feel as if that shouldn't have understeered there. But that was like a moderate to slow speed corner. Yeah, I do like this car. It's got real world handling characteristics, which is understeer, which is very indicative of 90s cars as well. A lot of cars had a lot of like moderate understeer, especially one from, what was it, 1991. Yeah, that's that sort of era. Unicorn car! Would you take us with you in your car and show us how you do yourself personally in order... What? Do you know a... What? Welcome, Christian Lee. Oh, wait, no, I've already said hello to you. I remember your weird last name. Would you take us with you in your car and show us how you do yourself personally in automation? Do you know a... What? So confused. The front reminds me of a Peugeot. A cross between a Peugeot and a Saab. Yes, I would agree. There's a little bit of Peugeot in there, but mostly a Saab. But yeah, I like this one. This is a good one. What's the next one? The Beatmobile. Asking how I tune my cars. I probably will do a stream at some point. Sorry, I'm still dealing with a lot of phlegm. This car is going to be a nightmare. I already know I'm not going to enjoy it. Oh, the exhaust touched the ground. That's not great. It seems we have a bottoming out issue. And wow! The car body extends way below where the bottom of the car is. That's weird. Basically asking about how your driving is in your own car. Ah, maybe in my own car? I do plan to do some track days soon. Okay, we're dealing with that oversteer issue that I talked about. Even with, like, the adjustment that I made, this thing still does quite badly. Is this all-wheel drive by any chance? No. You saw there. Minor adjustments and the thing oversteer. Okay, yep, okay. Alrighty then. This car gets a 0 for handling. Ah! Track day. Yes, I will be doing that one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep, thank you again. I am going the slowest speed whatsoever possible. This thing is a nightmare. I get the feeling this is meant to be all drive, baby, and something about the importer got broken. Let's do a little bit of whiz. Okay, let's try to be as nursing as possible with this Batmobile looking from the 70s. Okay. Oh, oversteer. Oh, okay, oversteer. Okay, yep. Okay, so 90 kilometers an hour seems to be about its limit of speed, and it's bottoming out. Okay. Yep. Okay. We've lost complete control. This thing has... So, I think I took the wheel size down to a third, but I thought, you know what, they wouldn't give me a car that just totally oversteers. Maybe I don't need to do this, so I didn't go all the way down with the front tire size. It turns out, I should have gone all the way down with tire size. It's stuck. Alright, let's try that again. We're gonna try going a little bit more involved. Full sweat mode. Oh, what? Okay, good. Okay, lockups. Needs ABS. Something chronic. Oh, now we're getting understeer. Oh dear. What has this person done with this car? Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yep. No. Okay. Zip absorb. Oh, no. Okay, good. Yes, there we go. Okay. I heard the turbos spooling up pressure. Oh, okay. What just happened? I get the feeling that there's like a little bit of a line in the road, and it was just enough for these exhausts to get caught on. You can see one of them spent. Okay, around we go. That's what I meant to do. Good, okay, we're done. Great, fantastic car. 0 out of 10. Agreed, Ryan? What did Ryan say? Whoever said no car is dangerous at 1% throttle earlier was wrong. Very, very wrong. This car would have been a complete nightmare if I had left the front tires the size that they were. Now, it's just a nightmare. Not a complete nightmare, just a nightmare. You're unable to car. Yes, at least it seems to be a good drift. No, it doesn't. No, it's not even a good drift car. Body clipping, bad hitbox, making the car undrivable. Kind of everything all together. It's a good helicopter. Drugs are bad, kids. Don't do drugs. It's sad, yeah. Anyway, let's go back to home. Anyway, apparently that's home. Next car. I like that one. The interior in it is fairly funky. Let's just have a good appreciation for the interior. Let's slow that speed down a little bit. And yeah, so we've got only front seats, no back seats, unfortunately. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of room, and oh my god. That distance from like where head is to windshield? This thing is a death trap. You don't need an ejector seat in the Batmobile. You just brake a little bit harder than normal and whoo, out you go. Is that why you had like really big front tires? So then you can get that whole like braking ejecto thing? God damn. Turbine powered helicopter. Only the weed. I think you're too high for this group. There, Vans. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, good helicopter cause the fan goes spin. I suppose. Yeah, it could be a jet turbine car. Just like a helicopter. Sure. It's a sideways facing, imploding inside out helicopter. Don't do drugs, kids. The turbine disturbs the handling. Sure. Because it's spraying forwards? I don't know. Granny driving position. Yes, very much so. It's good when your face is the crumple zone. Weed is legal in some states, so yeah. Don't do drugs, kids. Especially if you're under 24, I think it is. Anyway, let's move on to the next car. The Raptor. There we go. Alrighty, so this one is a 2020 $63,200 car. So beautiful and drifty. Let's hope this one is not quite as happy drifty as the last one. Also, you'll notice that the wheels don't have a lot of offset. And I think it would look a lot better with more offset on the wheels. Anyway, let's do it. Hold on. I see that traction control button. That's full traction control. That's going off. And let's turn around. Woo! Okay, you know what? Pretty decent. And it does have a clutch, so it's either a manual or a... No, that seems like a sequential. Yeah, a little bit of drift. A little bit of drift. Okay. I don't know how drifty I can make... Oh, wow. Actually, this thing handles pretty darn well. Woo! Got a handbrake there. Nope. Okay. As always, I suck drifting with a controller. Okay, can we go straight, please? Thank you. Okay. No! No. Oh! No. Okay, good. Straight lines, please. Okay, good. Let's bring this one in and try to do a little bit of drifto burrito here. I was going way too fast. Woo! Okay, yeah, that was a bad idea. You know what? I've got the perfect map for this one. Clutch kickers! Here we come. 21 in the US. No, I'm saying don't do it until you're 24 because that's when your body stops, is finished fully developing, meaning that your mental development won't be stumped. So it may be legal, but don't do it until after you're 24. Unless you don't mind being retarded. I like this car. It is purple. Good color. Thanos car. Purple is, in fact, best color. Okay. Oh no, half my audience disappeared. Anyway, let's go back. All right. Let's try this back. Okay, traction control. You can say goodbye now. Thank you. All right, now I usually do this one with my sim setup. Okay, well that sucked. Let's try that again, shall we? Ooh. Okay, too fast. Okay. That wasn't meant to happen. Woo! Yeah, okay, you know what? This handles pretty darn well. Okay. Still got problems with the inertia drift in between the two doing the switchback. But this is actually a really good drift car, except for the fact that I suck at drifting. Now I no longer have an excuse other than just my bad driving. Let's try this again. Full sweat mode. Okay, that sucked. Okay, that sucked. Give me a second. Yeah. No, switch back. Switch back. Do it. Oh, come on. Damn it. Frick. That was doing pretty well, though. This is probably the most controllable drift car I've ever driven. Now, I made a blank car for drifting. Nope. Yeah, here we go. Drifter Lado. I don't know why I called it that, I just do. But this is my, test car. We're gonna lock up that rear differential. And this thing should be quite good at drifting too. Okay, except for the fact that I don't know how to make a car, apparently. God, that other car was so good at drifting. And didn't even use my magical trick. Okay, you know what? I'm usually better at this car with the steering wheel setup, and that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Okay, you know what, game? Stop showing me up in front of everyone. Okay, oh, okay, frame lag. No, that's fine. We can keep doing it. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I flattened the tire. That's not going to help us out at all. Toxico! You should have seen the Batmobile-looking car. He did a big spin. English sucks. Anyway, moving on. I could play Starbound Vanilla perfectly fine. Just ignore the story and you can do whatever you want. What? Gmod? What? Are you guys arguing in my chat? How dare you? This chat is for only arguing with me about how much McLarens are ugly. Woo! Okay, flattened another tire. But it's fine, we can keep going. No, we can't. Okay, let's move on. Ha! Let's just give up on the fact that I am embarrassing myself with my poor drifting skills. I'm going to give the other car... Hold on, let's bring that other car up. See if I can remember what it was called. Yeah, so this is what the Linked Raptor by Welcome to Reality. I'd have to say that this is a phenomenal car. I'm just actually also going to check out the tires in a second. Okay, traction control. Thanks, but no thanks. Like, if you're going to make a drift car, why on earth... Okay, thank you. Okay, you know what? I do know how to drift. Oh, come on! Alright, let's redo the reset place to somewhere a little bit more convenient. Right there. Good. Okay. Whatever. It's a good car. It's a really good car. The best drifting car handle thingy, whatever you want to call it, out there that I've ever driven. What sort of tires does this have? This has sports tires. Interesting. I will keep that in mind. We require Spevy car? What the hell are you talking about? What's Spevy? People don't play Gmod without mods. Okay. Yes, it does flat Earth. Wait, what? What are you talking about? You meant what? What are we talking about? The Earth isn't flat. It's a... What the hell is that? It looks like a Shiny Odd video. This is a Shiny Odd video. Why are we quoting a Shiny Odd video? Bro, you did a video with... What? Anyway. Hey, I'm back. Did you test my Among Us car? No! If it's not on the 5 cars that we sold, then no! Moving on to the next car. The next car is the Cougar JK, and I want to take that around the old automation test track. Well, it seems that we don't have the option. Oh, something broke. Let's hope it will be okay on its own time. In a future stream. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh, okay. I'm telling Shiny Odd, Among Us car. Shiny man, not you. Wait, is Shiny Odd in the chat? What are you talking about? He was there in the other chat from the other day when I released the Automation 2 Thingy-Bob. Automation Assetto Corsa. Yeah, he was there in that chat. He was also one of the people that said that Assetto Corsa is trash. But basically saying that the modders have fixed it for the trash developers. Was it your brain that broke? Yeah, I swear it did. Hey, man, I'm back. Any good body molding mods I should use, please, I need help. I've already told you. Go to my collection on Steam. I'll take a double triple Bossy Deluxe on a raft, 4x4, animal style, extra shingles, with a shimmy and squeeze, light axle grease, make it cry, burn it and let it swim. What are you on? Anyway, I don't think I've seen that Shiny Odd video that everyone seems to be referencing right now. This, I've never watched. So I'm going to probably have to look at it. Like, I like Shiny Odd. I've seen a bunch of his stuff. But I don't know all of his stuff. I'm not the weeb equivalent of a Shiny Odd fan. I don't know how to say that. The only one we simp for here is Rye. Control E, what are we doing here? We are looking for... Cougar. There we go. Watch this type of video on stream. Okay, I'm after dinner. What did I miss? Me getting confused the hell out of my own brain. You could try having a look at the... Okay, you want me to react to a video, huh? What? You missed Depenerasi? What? Fanfiction? Sure. Just we'll look at our DMs. So, do you want to watch me look at the SBEV 2.0? Or is there a different one? Because I noticed that there were multiple different pictures here, but I'm not sure which one I should look at. Is it Absolute Unit or Mother of God that I should look at? Which one am I looking at? Is there more than one? It looks like there's more than one. Yes, I get it! You're saying Spevy all over again. Which one am I looking at? Am I looking at just this one here? The 2.0? Phil, I will call you on Discord and tell you how to pronounce it. I'm good. Yes, there are two cars. Which one do you want me to look at? Just to tell me that yes, there's two. The first car didn't export properly. Mother of God says it's Spevy to... Okay, whatever. We're going to watch this one.
April 4th, 2019. Okay. I held a live...
Ah. So this is a fairly recent one. Oh, the other one must have been a stream. Okay, then. For 500 miles an hour. Oh, must be on Mod Body. So it rhymes with Steve. Spevy. Okay, then. Dude, it's not What? Sure. I get it if it's meant to rhyme with Steve. So it's Speve.
Live stream on Automation, and within only an hour, a legend was born. A V12 Dodge Neon limousine that...
I want to point out, his microphone is pretty bad. Now you look at his stuff and he's got like a great microphone, but... Oh, that was a bad mic. He said the thing. He did it. Is this like a Ligma thing? Have I just been caught? See, I was thinking it was like... Because it looks like Eevee from Pokemon, but like an SB in front of it. His old mic is trashy. I mean, it's not really bad. My early Automation videos, oh, that was a bad mic. And a lot of my earlier stuff as well, yeah. Lick my balls, ha! Ha! Got it!
That, look like this. They called him Speve. Yes, I know. Very creative. It was a long anticipation for Speve fans to see their beloved V12 limo perform in BeamNG Drive. But he didn't. The day of the recording, it was discovered...
Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to rewind on that because I was doing something else.
They called him Speve.
Yeah, okay, so that volume is a bit loud. Let me turn that down for a bit. Eevee can be evolved into a ghost type with a brick. He can also apparently be evolved into this.
Yes, I know. Very creative. It was a long anticipation for Speve fans to see their beloved V12 limo perform in BeamNG Drive, but he didn't. The day of the recording, it was discovered that Speve, in fact, had NAN errors, preventing him from even loading into the game. Even Aruna, the mod maker, said there was very little hope of fixing him.
But he made... Oh, the mod of the body. Okay, then. Physics stone. Psychic stone. Okay. Anyone can be evolved into a ghost type with a brick. That's good. I like that one.
Naturally, people were saddened.
I mean, it wouldn't be a psychic. I think that's what they were talking about. Oh, no. They said ghost with a brick. Psychic... What? Why would you say psychic?
We accepted our fate and moved on.
Okay.
April 22nd, an individual by the name of...
It's that 6 days later. Oh, did I mute it? Yep.
Decided that Spieve had life in him yet. Alright, here's where things get tricky.
Ah, yes, the console. I've spent many hours in there trying to make things work. Oh, that body's got NANDs on it, which means that they exported it from the 3D modeling program incorrectly when they got it into their importing for the Unreal Engine thing. Expect the weirder of the... What? Welder of the brick. He's dark type. What the hell are you talking about? Anyone... any rock is banishing rock if you throw it hard enough. Okay, whatever.
Did you get all that? Me neither. But I can condense and explain. In automation, the weight was just NaN. Innocent fixed the BeamNG export and removed over 1,500 NaN values from the JBeam files. This allowed the car to spawn in BeamNG, but without a working engine. Back to work with that one. And the moment of truth.
Oh!
Just a few more adjustments and Spieve is working perfectly. I posted in the Automation Discord a Reddit post, a message on the BeamNG site reading, Spieve is now done. The legend lives. What comes next is merely a mystery.
How do you do that? I want those sparks!
Except it isn't, because we're gonna drive him right now. Oh
no! Okay.
So we have three variants of Spieve here. We have the Extreme Supercharger, the Mach 1.18 top speed.
Oh my god!
Right, and we have the Stream Chat built-it Spieve. Humankind has peaked. This is the most insane and ridiculous thing that was ever created in automation. Thanks to the amazing work of Shiny on Stream Chat. Thanks, cunt. And the...
I think I've topped it. I made an automation trike that was actually 3 wheels. Have we really sunken so far that we're watching an Aussie live streaming him watching an Irishman's video? Yes. And I've lost a bunch of viewers because of it. He has a requirement to Spieve. It is acceptable. Battery level low. Oh, we lost the webcam, guys. Well, that's a load of bollocks. Give me a second. We got it back! That'll be Discord notification saying that my webcam went out, which is actually my camera, which is at 0% battery, so it's about to go out again. Fantastic! Woo! I think my webcam is frozen now. What is happening? Yep, webcam is completely out. Deactivate. Activate. Hey, there we go, we're back. Great. Get Zeus to charge it. Welfare Mango, he vanished. Yeah, he dead. I'm not dead. All right, let's try out this car. Okay, so this is, give me a second. The Cougar JK by Alexandria Brangwyn. I can read. 1964, $20,400. 1964, 100 horsepower. Simpler time when everything was covered in house paint and trimmed with chrome. Okay, so I do also know that a lot of these cars came with different carburetor setups. Some of them came with twin carburetor setups. Some of them came with more. But I believe the one my brother had came with a twin carburetor setup, or was a twin flute setup. I can't remember exactly. Here, Piril. Here, Live. Magical. Hello, Dark Fox. This camera is going to die any second now. Just letting you know. I am charging up the previous battery, but you probably won't get any real, length out of it. So I'm just letting you know that when the camera goes out again, it's completely dead. All right. Did you test my, I'm going to ban you. All right, let's, wheel spin. Oh my God, no wheels. That's not 100 horsepower. That's a horsepower. That's horrifically bad. Okay, let's, okay. Need a little bit of handbraking there to get it turned around. This thing is slow. Oh my God, is it slow? This is really, really slow. Okay, lots of understeer. Okay, I don't think that these things had chronic understeer, but maybe this isn't the Austin Healey. The Austin Healey didn't really handle that bad. What it did do, though, is it had drum brakes, and those were really bad. Okay, yeah, lockups and understeer and, okay. Yep, that hurt. This is not a good car. I get the feeling there's maybe some sort of error at some point. Let's bring up the graph. Torque graph. TRQ torque curve. So power. Oh, it tops out. It should keep going though. The torque is fairly high. The power is high enough. Why isn't it doing a burnout? Oh, this is heavy. 2 3s are 6. Wow. This is a really heavy car. Why is it so heavy? The regular Austin Healeys are really light. I don't know pounds. What is this garbage? 1150. Okay, you know what? It's actually maybe right on point. You're supposed to be driving on the black stuff? Yeah, you try driving this thing on the black stuff. It's not so easy. And it's really slow. Why does it do that? It goes to do a burnout and then it goes, maybe not. Oh, that handles nicely on the ball, I was about to say. But then it did that. Fantastic. But let's get it onto the back straight here. Let's see what this thing will do on the old automation test track. Up to 120. We're closing. Okay, so now we're at about, 90 miles an hour? Getting close to 100 miles an hour, but not quite there. Let's start braking. Oh, lots of lockup on the brakes, but I'm just feathering a little bit of that brake on so it won't actually lock up. But those brakes are hot. Now, I don't mean sexy hot. I mean, they're cooked. Wait, did they start off that... Oh, you know what? This might have been racing brakes as to why they're, starting off so warm. Let's just quickly reset this car. That's not what I was meant to do. Hold on. Rewind. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so it's got preheating for racing brakes. I thought you're supposed to drive in the green stuff. Okay, on the golf carts, go upside down and drive on the blue. Drugs are bad, kids. Moving on. The Australian way. What? Green stuff? Okay. Shake my head. You just admit you like brakes that much. What? Growl, he's already upside down. Okay. Funny. Okay, 4,000 RPM. Clutch jump. It's so slow! Why? This is horrifically bad. I hate it. Alright. Doing okay. Doing a bit of alright. We're gonna have to cut that because otherwise this thing will just understeer chronically. Okay, let's go a little bit left, a little bit right. Line it up, go straight through there. A little bit of air, but not too much. Probably damage the undercarriage. And let's brake at the beginning of the leaves and stay clear of the leaves. We don't want to land on the leaves because the leaves do make it very slippery. Understeering really badly. Coming up into the bowl again. Oh, okay, scraping off the top. That's fine. But does all right. This thing could probably do with a little bit less understeer and a little bit more oversteer. Coming through here on, well, it's basically the old version of the follow-through. Coming down to Bavarian Bend? I believe it's called. Can we have a look at that on the way in? Let's start slowing down here. And yes, Bavarian Bend. Okay. Slowing down. Nope. Okay, readjusting because the thing was already slow. And the off-camber corner is going to kill it. Wow, Bavarian Bend is brutal. Alright, let's bring this thing up to Kill Rob Chicane. It'll get there, don't worry. One day. Alright, and let's start braking. You know what? The brakes aren't so bad. You just have to really feather them really lightly. I kind of like this car. I just wish it had a little less understeer and a little bit more power. This thing is gutless. When his camera died, it was Cozy harass. Wait, the harness came loose. What? And he had to go fix it. I don't know the names of corners either. I know most of them. Let's go through and see if I can remember how many there are. Well, I remember most of them. Okay, so we have something S's or something like that goes around to there. I don't remember that one. That one is Ban Hammerhead. That one, I can't remember. I always call it the Cotswolds because it's some sort of name that doesn't really matter. That's the Slingshot coming down here. This is Bavarian Bend. This is Kill Rob Chicane that goes all the way around there to Adam's Apex, then to Cossacks. That's Cossacks there. Then that's Lamb's Hope on the last corner. So, I think I did pretty well. Let's see if they've got a name here on this one. This corner is not actually labeled on the map, so that one I would have to look at externally. But yeah, so I do know the corners. Thank you very much. And we're not driving the Thanos car anymore, so I haven't made half my audience disappear. All right, let me just go over and fix this for a second. There we go. Good. Okay. I would give this car... Ah! Don't worry. We're all good. The design is a little basic, though really this body doesn't have a lot of room for anything other than basic. It still is just a little bit basic. It's just basic. There's not really a whole lot here. I would have loved a two-tone. That would have been fantastic. The grille is basic. The badge looks kind of cool, though. We got a leopard inside of a thing there. So I think it's like a, what was it, the Cougar JK. So we got a C and a cat in there, which I'm assuming is a cougar. I don't know much about big cats. We don't have really any native here to Australia, apart from feral. Which are a problem, actually, for the environment. They are killing a lot of the wildlife. Kind of like a cool-looking thing there. Would have liked it if it had kind of like gone back in or been like some sort of extra flourish, or this hadn't been square here, when the rest of the car is so swooshy. It's a word, trust me. Hey Phil, green screen when? I used to have a green screen, but then I got rid of it, so we'll live with it for now. The rest of the car, the wheels are kind of spoked, but those aren't really spoked wheels. So, I mean, I would have loved actual properly spoked wheels. I don't know about the brake lights being on the boot lid. I don't know if that would have happened, unfortunately. Still, I kind of like it. I like that it's got this little cutout area here for the bumper node looking thing there. Not really sure how to explain it. I do like the exhaust. I like how they flatten it out and everything. That looks kind of cool. I like that they've gone with a period correct thing there. They've got a cool... Oh, okay, mirrors. But they're not chrome. I really thought they would have been. But they're not, so I suppose that's a choice. Well, gotta go. Chores. See you later. Okay, see you later. Low hostage. Bye-bye. Of the horrible animals Australia has, yes, they got spared big cats. Yes, we did. Hopefully that didn't come through on microphone. Okay, so in the interior here, oh, they've actually colored them correctly. And I like it. They've got cream seats. That is so gross, and I love it. Steering wheel. I like they've got the right steering wheel. They've got a fairly correct dash, but they don't really have a place here for dials or anything. I don't think this would have had dials on it. Honestly, I don't like that they've left a gap there. I would have preferred if they had filled that in. The front suspension is double wishbone. I suppose it is a lattice chassis, so that becomes more convenient. What have they got for rear suspension here, though? They have independent rear suspension. I don't know if they did. They might have, but I kind of doubt it. Shh, he is cuddling me. Tox, no, I will yell at you. What? Why are we yelling at Tox? You'll yell at Ed? Okay, Bangladesh Tigers. Good for you. Just try it. What are we talking about? In terms of car, you have a car. That is all there is to say about this simple British motor. Sure. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Please try any car of the cars I just sent in Discord. I'm V10 BMW Punto. I get around to them in order. No jumping ahead of people, otherwise everyone will expect everyone to be the special one that gets to jump ahead in the order. Unfortunately, sorry, I'm not willing to do that. Wouldn't leaf springs be more common for the era? For the era, yes. For American, definitely. British, I'm not so sure. I really don't know. Silly streamer attempting to comprehend chat. That never works out. But there's only 15 of you. Come on. Also, welcome. Miasma Growlmon. That's a name. Dotfox, no, not gonna happen until later. Gotta wait. Ow, my apologies. Oh, my apologies. Okay. Hello, Cesar del Almeida Cadan. Where I posting my car for maybe the next testing cars. I'm guessing you're asking where you post cars for the next testing video. Too late. I do them all in order. So, when I get around to it, if you want me to get around to it, hold on, wrong place. Bring it over here. In car files testing, no spam right here. This is where you post it. Do not direct message me. Otherwise, it will get skipped and not checked. My camera died. Yep, thank you, Ed. Alright, so overall for this car, it's got a lot of things that are very period correct and a lot of things that aren't. Like, those seats are not period correct. They're more of a 70s car, not a 60s car. I would give this car... Seven out of 10? Because I do like it. They've actually gone with like a low-powered car. A lot of them, yes, were really, really underpowered. I just wish that it wasn't. That's... Like, you know how I said I like lower-powered cars? That one's too low. That's really too low. It can't even do a burnout in rear-wheel drive. Front engine rear-wheel drive, and this is the best as it can do. Yeah, that's not great. Let's see how fast it can really go. Whoops. Sorry. Hey, look, it's getting wheel spin. Woo! More wheel spin. Yay, all it needs to do is just be on concrete. Woo, okay, yep. Oh, there we go. 160 kilometers an hour. That's 100 miles an hour. Woo! Okay, this thing is very front heavy. I don't think I've ever seen a car flip like that before. And it bananaed in the water. Oh my God. Jesus. Hey, I was letting him know his camera died. Phil streams semi-regularly. Wait, did my camera die again? Nope, it didn't. Okay, sorry. It just looked like a big red dot. I just have OBS set to really small. Okay, moving on. Next car. What is the next car? Give me a second. We are moving on to the final car. The Rosenthal. Why can't I just... Okay, good for you. The Rosenthal MRT. His camera has been fine here. Final car, yes it is. Were the tail lights white last time? Okay, so we're dealing here with a $2.69 million car. And it is probably going to be quite ballistic. So here we've got all-wheel drive. As you can see in the back here, this thing has... Okay, camera's way too fast. Thank you very much. Hold on. Is that a single overhead cam? Okay, this is a twin cam V8. Not a quad cam, not a dual overhead cam. This is a single overhead cam. Or is it direct acting? No, I think it's overhead cam. Okay. That is not what I was expecting. Maybe there was a size limitation or something? I don't know. This engine does seem fairly large. And we have in the rear here... double wishbone. They must have really had a size issue. Okay. So fairly decent into what's probably a manual or dual clutch transmission or sequential. I see 2 pedals. So I'm guessing it's not an automatic. I'm guessing that this thing is a dual clutch transmission. Ooh. That's missing something there. My bad. Or maybe they're bad. Hold on. No, this has all the fixtures. So that's their bad. Okay. And on the front, we have double wishbone. This is actually a bonnet. There's things inside the frunk. We have, I'm guessing, a fire extinguisher, which that's not where you have to have a fire extinguisher. Unless it was a halon, kind of like you press the button and then it does the fire extinguishing for you. Then on the other side, we've got a racing helmet. Nice. Is there anything inside the box? There's 2 rounds. Two metal cylinders. Fan-diddly-tastic. There's a bit of a vent on top of it. I'm not sure why that is. We've got a column for the... I'm assuming is the steering wheel. Sorry, that was a hiccup and a burp. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, we got more luggage down here. Nice. So this is stuff that we cannot see. And they put it in anyway. This is another luggage locker. That's awesome. I love this attention to detail. They've gone and thought... They can't see it, but I'll know it's there. But now I know it's there. The windshield wiper is done the wrong way. That's it. 0 out of 10. You fail. Okay, let me explain that one. Usually they're vertical on the windshield, so then they don't lift up under speed. That's 19 video streams. What? What are we talking about? I'm only 95-ish cars until I might see mine. Cool. Yeah, I know, right? That's 19 video streams. Give or take. Petition for 3 streams. 3 streams a week? At most 2. But not right now. Right now things are a little bit busy and I'm trying to get things dealt with. 10 out of 10. This is a luxury brand trying their hand at a sports car. It's not gonna be good. Ooh, I don't know about that. No, I like Phil. I don't want him to die. Even for us. I used to do 8-hour streams a day. That was exhausting. But I'm actually really exhausted right now because when I drink a lot of water, or at least I'm properly hydrated, I should say, I cough a lot. So in preparation for this stream, I've dehydrated myself and I am very thirsty right now. And I have been for the last half hour. I am dying of thirst, but I don't want to drink because I'll be coughing Like every 30 seconds, most likely, if I was to take a drink. So we're going to finish off this car, and then I'm going to take a drink, and since it's 3:50 a.m., I got to go to bed, because I have to be up fairly early for a collaboration I have tomorrow morning with somebody. I'm not going to say too much, because in case they're not ready for it or something happens, then it doesn't happen. I'm so tired. Ah, yes, get some milk. No, dairy makes it considerably worse, but I do have a new referral. So this is the reason why I haven't done many streams of the last for 2021. It's because I've had this cough. But I recently found out that dehydrating myself worked a lot. And also if I cough a lot, which can also be induced by talking a lot. So if I drink right now, it's going to be really horribly bad. It hurts my throat. So I don't want to be talking a lot and drinking water. That would be a big no-no. Better for my health? I know. But I do what I have to. Drink straight vodka. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, let's try out this car. Oh, wait, hold on. No, actually, I'm going to find out what this car is like before I realize if there's real downforce in this car or not. Oh, hey. Okay, we have scraping. Okay. Oh, we have soft suspension. There's nothing touching. It actually doesn't touch. And it's still scraping. That is weird. All right. Let's not pay too close attention to the way the wings are. And let's actually get a real feel for how this car feels. Oh, it feels really nice. It's pretty decent performance, but it's not out there. We're getting a little bit of understeer and oversteer all in one. The brakes are not great, which leads me to believe that this thing doesn't have a lot of downforce. Cars with a lot of downforce and aren't super heavy are also particularly good at handling. Oh, you know what? The brakes are moderate. They're not fantastic. There is considerable scraping, which actually looks more like a body problem. I would suggest going into the BeamNG, the JBeam files, editing that, and then giving me the zip file. Okay. I also think the scraping is stopping the braking performance because it needs to dip a lot to the front for that to take effect. And that's why I went off there. I'm pretty sure I judged that braking point quite well. And then on the high speed, long curve, fairly decent traction, pretty good. And let's slow down. Oh, maybe we didn't need to slow down for that, actually. Decent. And then slowing down, that was a bit late. Oh, hey, we pulled up. Okay. Traction control, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt here, bro. You made me look like a fool. You're turning off now. Okay. Yep, no clutch dump. That's something I found out the hard way. Okay. No power. Drink some teas. Teas is always the answer. No, I hate tea. It tastes like soap water. So it's a luxury car brand that's done a few things right. HW. Okay, consume tea? No, I'm good. Imbibble beverage. Don't do drugs, kids. Moving on. Consume ed. Okay, then. Wait. No? I can't consume you? If I get BeamNG, I will create the world's most powerful engine. You mean automation? Anyway, let's move on. Braking, we got about the... Ooh. Either this thing is slower than what I think, or it's better at braking than what I think, but only sometimes. Okay, well that wasn't meant to happen. Okay. Let's get down to the follow-through. This thing's red line is too low. That's what I'm getting out of this. 200 kilometers an hour. Okay, this thing is slow. 230, 240, 250, 260, 270. Okay. So the... Okay, understeer. Okay. This is, as they said, not a hypercar. Fair enough. So, I would say that this car... It's kind of like a hybrid... luxury car. Luxury super... I don't know how to explain this car. I don't know. Let's have a look through it. Is there aerodynamics on the front here? There isn't. There's not even hidden wings by the looks of it. Wait, hold on. Is that a hidden wing? Nope. That is a part of the suspension framework. Then on the rear, we have... I believe that's a wing. No? No, it isn't. Wait, hold on. That's a wing. Okay, so there is a wing on the rear. It could have done with a wing on the front. But, for not having wings on it, this thing handles surprisingly well. A GT car with supercar body? Yeah. But nobody really does that. There's like super GT cars, but this is like mid-engine, twin-turbo V8. You'd expect more from it, especially at $2.69 million. That's just a Renault Espace F1. Not quite. Not sure what McLaren... what Materials 2CS that has Materials CS hasn't got, but I'll need to wait for Materials 2CS file in that... What are you talking about? You talking about doing the wheels mod that I was talking about? This reminds me of the Lykan Hypersport, designed for luxury rather than actual performance, but in this case, the engineers knew what they were doing. I would say moderately knew what they were doing. But I'd also say that they were more focused on the styling than anything else, because it's not fast. Its cornering is good. This is a high-end sports car sort of handling. So like a Corvette with downforce mods. Like good downforce mods, but downforce mods. But like still soft, but hard, but not that hard. Come on, ABS, pull me up. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this thing's just slower than what I expect, so I'm always braking earlier than what I think. And okay, it does have a bit of a weird problem coming out of corners sometimes with traction. And there we get like a little bit of a... So we've got understeer, 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 and too much understeer. Then decent braking, a little bit of oversteer, understeer, oversteer, oversteer, oversteer. Okay, good. Oversteer, understeer. Okay. A little bit of squirmishness there. Okay, I think we've bent the steering a little bit. And I braked too late into Cossacks, but no. We were going so slow that it didn't really matter. We come around, you know what? We're gonna time trial this bitch. Racetrack circuit with Rosenthal. 1 lap. My camera went off. Alright. Sorry guys, that's the end of camera for today, apparently. So, like Superman with prostate problem. Oh my god. So basically you're saying that this car is an expression of a semi. I suppose so. Oversteer is what scares the passengers. Understeer is what scares the driver. Oh, that's actually probably a fairly good way of explaining it. Frog is what happens when frog. What? I'm so confused. Rip camera. Well, you just crashed a $1 million vehicle. No, I didn't. Crashed a $2.69 million vehicle. Just hope you didn't get sued. Well, as a reviewer, hold on. As a, what do you call it? You know that thing that does stuff? A journalist, as I would probably be considered. An automotive journalist. You would have insurance for it. The insurance company would probably hate me. And then we get a little bit of understeer, curtail it by slowing down early. Coming around here, we're going to try going through this full flat. Nope, okay, that was a bad idea. Okay, let's pretend that never happened. You know what? Let's redo that. Got it set to neutral. Nope, still sucks. Okay, we're gonna leave it in sports gear. Gonna come up here, slow at the right place, get it turned around. A little bit of oversteer, and that was my bad. Leave this in sports gear. No point in trying to get the revs up on this car. Oh, God. This thing needs a better engine, honestly. And it needs higher revvings. So, higher revs are better for the racetrack. I can't remember why. I remember knowing it for the longest time. Also, I'm not looking at the chat right now because I'm focused entirely on driving. Oh, that's a lot of slowing down needing to be done there. And slow down for that. Nice, okay. Oversteer, please. Thank you very much. Coming up to the Cotswolds. I don't care what the name of it actually is. We get it turned around here in the bowl. Nice. Good. I also call it the Cotswolds because the Cotswolds are meant to be very pretty, and that corner is very pretty with very pretty trees, and especially the exit of it coming down here on the back straight. And we're going fairly decent speed here, heading into the slingshot. We are going to have to slow down for said slingshot, though. 200 kilometers an hour. I didn't turn early enough, but I think this thing would probably be able to do a 230 around there if you spend enough time practicing it. Okay, did I brake too late? Nope, we braked at just the right time. Right after the 200 meter board, get it turned off the off-camber corner of the Bavarian Bend, coming up here now to to Killarop Chicane. Get it stopped at about 125. Get it turned through here, the first part of the chicane, second part of the chicane, bringing it around, some bit of bodywork flicked off there. Coming around the sweeper here, I'm not exactly sure what this is called, into Adams Apex. Oh, that's a lot of understeer. Didn't want to brake because then that would probably send me wide into the railing. Adams Apex is not really a problem for this car. It's usually a problem for a lot of cars, but for this one, not so bad. And let's slow down now for Cossacks. Pretty good on the slowdown. Slow down a little bit too early. We get spit out of here. Nice handling on the exit. A little bit of understeer there. And get a slow down for Lamb's Hope. This is a killer for understeer cars, and this one understeers badly. But I fixed it with a lot of opposite lock. Oh dear, that was not particularly great. But a 206, you know what? This is a fast car. Fast sports car, but a fast car nonetheless. Oh, sorry about that. Offo Wader Sehen. I don't know what that's meant to mean. Anyway. Anyways, I shall go perish now. Oh, I'm sorry, Toxic. But I suppose you do want toxins to perish. Anyway, I'm joking. See you later, Ed. See you later, Shadow, who I don't think I said hello to. You just murdered the suspension. A little bit. But I think the designers of the car murdered it by not making it good enough. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. For all you newbies that have been in here, I hope you do subscribe. I hope you like the stream. And I will catch you guys next time. I'm going to go take a drink of water and then try to pass out. But it's probably not going to let me sleep tonight because I'm going to be coughing horrendously. And I've been trying to stifle it as much as possible for the longest time. But for now, I'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye.